Back to European football, Gab.
I think he'd like to be. Of course, Pato, he's a Corinthians player. He's on loan at Sao Paulo right now, seeing if there's the option of coming back. There was some suggestion he was being, not some suggestion, he was being touted around to clubs on a 6-month deal through the end of the season on loan, kind of like a shop window situation. They thought they had some interest from Hull and from QPR. Corinthians were generally game, except then Sao Paulo stepped in and said, no, hang on a second, look at the fine print. We have him on loan. We want to keep him on loan. So now it would have to be a permanent move. And it's quite a lot of money for Pato, given that he's on a good salary, and I think he still has a few things to prove. So I can't see Hull or QPR or a club like that pulling the trigger right now.
Chelsea fans, Gab, wondering whether they are going to be active at all. Still haven't done anything. Douglas Costa, there's a chance he could get another been a big hit. Brazilian. He's been basically saying, come and get me, hasn't he?
Yeah, Douglas Costa, of course, is at Shakhtar. It's Willian's old club. There's a lot of upheaval there because, of course, Luis Adriano, the center forward, he's another one. His contract is expiring. He's also been linked to a bunch of clubs. There's a bit of a sense that Shakhtar are moving a lot of guys on. Of course, it's been a turbulent season for them. They've had to, because of the instability in Ukraine, they've had to play halfway across the country in Lviv, or actually the opposite end of the country. I don't know. I get a little skeptical about this when you see clubs flogging players, linking them. Douglas Costa is an attacking midfielder. He's a good attacking midfielder. He's been tested in Europe. It's his third year, I think, third or fourth year at Shakhtar Donetsk. But I don't know if in that position, if that's really what themselves are looking to shift some of the attacking midfielders they already have, like Andre Schürrle and Mohamed Salah.
Yeah, and Salah, we hear, is very close. So tell us about the link to Roma for the Egyptian.
Well, my understanding, of course, Roma monitoring him. Obviously, they want to get the best deal possible. The thinking from Roma's part is to do a loan deal with an option to buy in the summer. It's something that, at an agreed upon price, something Chelsea aren't entirely comfortable with, and Salah really isn't entirely comfortable with. I think both Salah and Chelsea would like to sell him if he is going to go, sell him on a permanent deal. I still think, though, there's time to go in the transfer window, and a lot of these are just kind of one of those games Salah wants playing time. So I think this deal will get done one way or another.
And let's finish up with Liverpool, and actually a couple of players linked with moves away. Let's start with Mario Balotelli, because the new Parma president, Emir Kodra, came out and said basically they were very close to getting Balotelli. Any credibility to this?
Well, he came out and said that Parma have new owners, of course, and they're quite deep-pocketed owners. It's not so much this Emir Kodra guy who's still in his 20s. It's the people who are behind him. There's a guy from Uzbekistan who's apparently the world's largest caviar merchant, which always helps. There's other money, I think, coming from Albania or Cyprus. And they are quite ambitious, of course. They picked up Clemente Rodriguez from Atletico Madrid, who's on a pretty decent wage. And they apparently looked long and hard at Balotelli. This one's not going to happen, but they are hoping to tie up another Liverpool striker, another Italian Liverpool striker, whose name begins with a B, and that, of course, is Fabio Borini. My understanding is talks are still underway, and they're pretty hopeful.